It's your girl, Bougie Brie. Thank you for joining me. You could be anywhere in the world, but you choose to be here with me. And I love that shit. Okay, I am doing a collab with my girl, Monica from Matte Beauty. Here we go, right here. I'm going to link her video in the description below. She has already done her video and uploaded it. I had some difficulties. It's a long story, but I'm the one who came up with the collab, and I'm the one who's just now getting her shit together to post it. I had something come up at my job, and then I had a very serious situation where I ended up at a police station. Not me, like I didn't do anything wrong, but some things happened, and I had to address it, and I didn't get home till late, and I let Monica know. So it is now the next day. We were supposed to post Friday. It's Saturday at 1:16 p.m. I'm trying to get my shit together. That's what I'm trying to do. We're doing something called the seasonal palette tag. So we're picking 3 to 4 to 5. I took 5, some of mine are 5 palettes from each season. And we're talking about what we like about them and why we consider them seasonal palettes. Okay, you ready? Let's go. All right, I'm going to start with the season that we're in, which is fall. And the first one is the... do you see how dirty this motherfucker is? Like, real talk. This is Sound Cosmetics Winter Harvest. It is more to me a fall palette. My girl Christina, hey girl, what's going on? From Sound Cosmetics, she's the owner. And I do have a code with them. It is a non-affiliate code, but if you use the code Brie, you get 15% off your order. This right here is very, very much my kind of fall vibe. It reminds me kind of like a subculture type deal. And I didn't use subculture, just so y'all know. I know y'all thought I would do that, but the greens and the mustards and the orange and browns with those like champagne taupes. So, so beautiful. Love, love this palette and love Christina. If you have not checked out Sound Cosmetics, soundcosmeticsco.com. Amazing, amazing, amazing. And she's just like an all-around badass woman. So the next one I picked was the Ace Flare palette. Now, some of these palettes I've had for a very, very long time, and I'm just now getting around to using them. If you have a problem with that, guess what you can do? I'm gonna give you a couple seconds to think about what you can do. You can do this. Click the fuck out. Okay, this is the Flare palette. I really, really, really like this palette. Of all my Ace Beauty palette, Butte, whatever, this is my favorite because it has a lot of autumn type shades, like these right here, this whole row. And then this, but then it has these pinky champagne colors that you can like spice it up. I really, really like this palette, and the consistency is amazing. Oh, as the palettes are being shown, there are pictures in one of the other corners of swatches of them, so I didn't have time to do that live. Okay, the next, you probably have never heard of this brand. This is the Sweet Mint brand, and this is their Summer Holiday 12 color eyeshadow palette, and hello summer. It is not summer to me. I guess you could wear it in the summer, but it's very much fall. Have you noticed a theme with all these fall palettes? The palettes, they all have like a mustard type shade. I love mustard in a shade, in a palette, especially if the palette has blues and greens. That shit's beautiful. I digress. This orange, this blue, die for. Check out the swatches. And then this purple, this kind of goldy color. And then you have a white for your base if you like to do that. Beautiful, beautiful palette. Hello Summer from Sweet Mint. I don't know how I got that motherfucker, but stuff happens. I don't know. I don't know how it happened. This is probably, there's like 3 palettes that I'm like, I love, I love, I love. And if I could list my top 5, they probably would be in it, but because I have 900 eyeshadow palettes, it would be difficult to do. This is the Falling for Autumn Tooth and Nail Cosmetics eyeshadow palette. Now, when you look at this, let me show you the front. I don't know if this brand exists still. It's got pumpkins and shit on it. I don't know if this brand still exists. When you look at this palette, can you see that a bitch just fucked this palette up? I love this palette. You will see swatches in the corner because I don't have time to do that right now. But I love these greens. And what do I love? That mustard. That red is real sick too. And then this taupey color. I love taupes. I love those mustards. Sexy, sexy, sexy. This goes with this. All right. And the last one, you're going to be surprised. It's the Swear By It from NYX. Now, let me tell you something right now. Don't buy this motherfucker at $30. Don't do that shit. That's dumb. Don't do that. Wait till you have a coupon and you have some Ulta dollars or whatever, or get on MERCARI. But don't spend $30 because this is not, I mean, there's a shit ton of shades. How many shades are there? Does it say? There's 40. I think there's 40 shades. That's a shit ton of shades. but it's still not worth $30. The packaging is just not worth $30. Okay, that's just my opinion, which is the only one that counts on this fucking channel. Okay, I like this palette because it's very muted. It's very muted colors. You have this area right here is fall for me. Right here. And then you grab these yellows over here. I do like, of course, these pinks and purples. I mean, I'm loving that shit too. But for fall, this is a really, really great palette. Again, do not buy this full price. I didn't. If you want to, do it, but it's dumb. Next, we're going to do winter palettes. I just realized that I have 3 of these palettes in each category. I have 1 of these in each category. This is the Ace Beauté Oceanic palette. To me, this is fall. I mean, this is winter. It's deep, it's dark, it's mysterious. It's got those greens, it's got those really pretty blues. This blue, I actually will swatch this blue. It's called Blue Clam. It's so beautiful. I look, I got it, like, you see, it's so pretty. It's so beautiful. And then this, is it Blue Clam? It's Blue Clam. And then Lagoon. This is also really pretty. I'm just gonna, you see the difference in the colors? One's deeper. I've heard people complain about that they have difficulty. Mother of pearl, where is my, I know I grabbed some. Okay, we're just gonna wipe it off on my, here we go. I know some people were talking about how they had difficulty with the blending of shades. I don't seem to have that problem, okay? Hold on, I just realized my mic is not in and I'm not redoing this video. Hold on. Okay, sorry about that. I think you should be able to hear me better. Hold on. If you hear some crackling, you'll be okay. The mic, okay, so real just quick. I bought a Rode mic. I bought it off of MERCARI. Got that motherfucker, and that bitch did not tell me that there was this problem and that problem and this problem. And I was like, fuck it, you know what? Rode has warranty. So instead of like getting my money back and going through that whole thing, because I got it super cheap, I just warrantied it to Rode. So I'm waiting for them to send it to me. So until then, we're using this shitty mic that I got from Amazon. Anyway, this is a beautiful palette. I love that lime. It's real sexy. Super happy to have that. Sorry guys if this is a disjointed, no I'm not sorry, my life is disjointed, that's what it is. This is the Celestial Thunder palette, very much winter, but you know it has those pops of like sexy, you know what I'm saying? These right here are really beautiful, but they're dark enough for winter, and then these blues, and then you have your neutral zone here. I think, you know, winter doesn't always have to be dark, dark, dark. You can definitely have some neutrals in it. You can take these neutrals and pair it with a darker shade and look really, really beautiful. So, like that one. This is a new palette. I have not used this. Okay, I just got this this week. This is the Beauty Bay, what the hell are you call it? 20 color palette in Book of Magic. Oh, here's the front. God damn it. That's what it's like. If you have not tried Beauty Bay's shadows, you are, I can't tell you what you are. Their shadows are fucking real time delicious. There should be pictures going around. These are beautiful, beautiful. What I like about it is like, look, got your dark shit, your dark mysterious shit here, and then you got your lighter colors here. Perfect. This was $15. Get out of here. Get out of here. Then, okay, again, this is one of the palettes that if I had to name my top 5, this would probably be in it. It was a $12 palette. I love this palette. It is the Atlantis palette from Face Candy. I've seen so many people declare this, and I'm like, you're an idiot. This is a, look at this. Do you see this? Do you see all? I love this fucking palette. This is definitely winter. But at the same time, you have this really pretty white that is not, it's not a shimmer or metallic. It is like a transformer type shade. It's so beautiful. Love this palette. And the last one, this one you wouldn't expect from me either. I don't particularly like this palette, but I like this series. It's a Sephora Pro Cool palette. Okay. Now, like I said, I don't like necessarily this palette, but I love the Pro formula from Sephora. I think it is worth the $68. I didn't want this palette, but I found it on MERCARI for 20 bucks, and then I decided to buy it. That's what happened. So you have all these cool colors right here. And even these pinks are real cool. That's what I'm saying. Like, winter colors do not have to be dark. You know, these are pinks, but they're still cool tone pinks. So, beautiful. Love it. Okay, so now we're moving into spring. Spring's the next one. And I use the Ace Beauty Nostalgia palette. This is definitely more spring for me. I think it's spring because of that green. I think that green makes it spring for me. I don't know, because leaves and foliage and whatever the fuck. I like this right here. It could be summer. It could be multi-purpose, multi-seasonal purpose, whatever the fuck. It's a spring palette for me. Love it. This one is definitely, ooh, that palette's gonna fall and be mad. This is the Natural Lust palette from Too Faced. I do not, wait, strike that. I own a lot of Too Faced stuff, but I don't use a lot of my Too Faced stuff. This one I do use. This is very, very muted, very, very neutral, but I think it's a perfect, okay, my life is a fucking train wreck. My battery's dying, so we're gonna have to speed this up. This is a Natural Lust palette from Too Faced. It is very muted, it is very neutral, but I think in the springtime, those light kind of airy looks are really pretty, and I think this would provide it. It's a beautiful palette. Now, one of my favorite palettes, you guys know I fuck with this brand hardcore, even though they're neutral base, is the Tarte Love, Trust, and Fairy Dust. Excuse the reflectiveness. Is beautiful. I love these like really pretty pinky shades, mauve shades, champagne shades, and then this freaking highlighter is sick. I'm sorry, my hands are dirty. I'm not doing a good job. Now, I have not used this. I haven't. I don't think I will. I'm gonna be real honest with you. I'm just showing it to you as a spring palette. I swatched it and was like, what is this shit? I was not happy. I'm just gonna be honest with you because that's how we do on this channel. This is the Jaclyn Hill Volume 2. I was not impressed with the swatches. I swatched every fucking shadow in this palette and wasn't impressed at all. Now, people say sometimes swatches don't tell the whole story. That's a bunch of bullshit. If the swatches are terrible, it's a terrible palette. If the swatches are good, it may be good or bad. You know what I'm saying? This is bad to me. I'm gonna try it out, but I don't think I'm gonna like it. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna sell this. But I do like the colors as far as a spring palette. Maybe I'm the only one, but everybody's up Jaclyn's ass so far. You never know. I say what I want to say. What you gonna do? Okay, this is the Masquerade palette from Juvia's Place. I actually had the large and used it substantially and ended up selling it and got the mini. I don't think that this is a beautiful springtime palette because you have your neutrals and you have your brights and you can mix them appropriately to make a really springtime look. Love this palette. Great palette. So now we're into our summer palettes. Okay. I don't hear anybody at all talking about this brand. This is Into the Sun by Glowed Up Cosmetics. This is one of my favorite palettes, face and eye palettes. I mean, that is summer. This is Natasha Denona meets, what the fuck is that called? Yes Please meets fucking Champagne Pop and Prosecco Pop and some shit over here. That's what this is. It's a beautiful palette. I love it so much. Into the Sun by Glowed Up Cosmetics. Next is like your, I think we're all like obligated to say this is a summer palette. I don't like this palette either. This is a Zulu. I had this palette when it first came out and I swatched it and it was dry and gross. The shimmers were great, but the mattes were terrifying. So I sold it. So then Judy's had some kind of fucking sale and I was like, it was like $5 or some shit. And I bought it thinking maybe I got a bad batch or nope. Same situation. I'm not a big fan of this. But it is definitely a summer palette. Okay, two more. I just used this today. I used this on my eyes for the first time. This is the Be Perfect Carnival palette with Stacey Marie. I don't know who Stacey Marie is. I just know she's a makeup artist. Let's see if I can do this. This motherfucker is huge. But you have everything you need in this palette. You have your sunset looks. You have your pinky purple. You have your seductive blues. And you have your neutrals. That's all you need in this motherfucker. This is a nice palette. I used it. It was easy to blend, easy to work with. Really, really like this palette. It's a great investment. And the last one comes from Sephora Pro. This is the Sephora editorial. Fuck. And that's another thing. These motherfuckers are heavy. Beautiful, beautiful. You should be seeing swatches. These are all transformer shades, but you can also use them as lid shades individually. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful fucking palette. Okay, so I took Monica. I don't think Monica didn't do this. We didn't talk about this. This is something I wanted to do. I wanted to talk about two palettes that are like swingers. That's what I would call them. This is the Sunset Horizon from Beauty Bay. I just got this. I haven't used it. And so I'm going to show you what I mean by swinger. Summer, spring, winter, fall. That's what I mean by swinger. Summer, spring, winter, fall. That means you can use this bitch year around and you won't have anything to worry about. The next one, I don't think you can get it anymore. And if you didn't get it, I am so sorry for real. Because this motherfucker is bad to the bone. It is the, what the fuck is this? Me, Myself, and Mama Mitchell. Oh, Lord have mercy. Summer and spring. I've used this a lot too. It's gorgeous. And then you have, go back on the other side. Ooh, I don't like the mirror in the middle. It makes things complicated like what I'm doing right now. And then you have winter and fall. Swinger palettes. That's going to be a new thing. I've coined that. Listen, right now, if you hear somebody say swinger palettes, I came up with that shit, okay? I just let them know, hey, that bitch Bougie Brie, she came up with swinger palettes. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for hanging out with me. I'm sorry for all the confusion. Monica, I'm sorry that it took me so long to post. I know you understand, but it's just unprofessional and just not cool. It's not cool. I came up with the idea. You already had your shit together, and I'm late to the game, so I apologize. However, I'm really glad that you hung out with me, guys. I hope you guys have a fantastic day. Remember, if things are going sideways, it gets different. It gets really fucking different. Hang on for the ride, guys. Help is on the way. Take care. Bye.